Okay, we'll look at one last example here. So standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Quadratic equation, x equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. All right, so the example we'll look at right now is 6v squared plus 13v minus 8 equals negative 3. Now, if you notice, this is not in standard form because it's not set equal to 0. So we need to go ahead and put it in standard form, add 3 to both sides, so it will be set equal to 0. 6v squared plus 13v minus 5 equals 0. Now I can determine what my a, b, and c terms are. A is going to be 6, b is going to be 13, and c is going to be negative 5. All right? So knowing this, I'll go ahead and plug them into my quadratic equation. X equals negative 13 plus or minus square root 13 squared minus 4 times 6 times negative 5. Okay? All of that is going to be over 2 times 6. Okay? So now we simplify. X equals negative 13 plus or minus square root. 13 squared is going to be 169. And then realize that you're going to have a double negative here. So you got minus 4 times 6 times negative 5. The negative 4 times negative 5 is going to become positive 20. And then 20 times 6 is going to be 120. So this is going to be plus 120 because you got a double negative there. All of that is going to be over 12. So when we finish simplifying all this, I got x equals negative 13 plus or minus the square root of 289 over 12. Okay? The square root of 289 happens to be 17. You can use your calculator to find that. It is a perfect square, so we got negative 13 plus or minus 17 over 12. All right, so my two possible solutions are negative 13 plus 17 over 12 and then when I simplify that, I'm going to have 4 over 12, which simplifies to 1/3. And then I've got negative 13 minus 17 over 12. And when I simplify that, I'm going to have negative 30 over 12. And I can go ahead and simplify that to negative 10 over 4. And then actually that simplifies once more to negative 5 halves. They're both divisible by 6, 5 halves. There you go. So x equals 1/3 or x equals negative 5 halves.